into race number 6 then, and the 6th we're back onto the all-weather surface here for the Jasper Handicap 1200-metre Class 4 contest, headed by Flying Lover, makes his all-weather debut. Bond Elegance, the last start's winner over this trip, was at Happy Valley. Best Gifts makes his debut. Elite's Boy, beaten favourite on his last 2 starts. Goldie Flanker, he'll be going back and finishing with a rare rattle. Starting Power's on a hat-trick. Grand Harbour's got pace from barrier 4. And First Buttes, the headgear comes off. Blinkers in the hood, the cheek pieces go on. Yeah, watch your elites and watch your boys here. But First Butte, I think he'll go forward, given he's got a lightweight and a good draw, and it's his usual racing profile. Startling Power's nowhere near as well drawn as he was last time, but he really, at his best, only has one way of racing. Elite Boy didn't hit the line very well last time, but he should get a nice run in transit. He'll not be too far away either. Yeah, and here he is. He's actually been working really well since that last start. It's been a little bit costly. He's been out beaten favourite his last couple, but he'll get every chance from barrier number 3, and he's very fit. You see, he doesn't carry too much excess condition at all there, Elite Boy. He'll definitely get his opportunity. Startling Power's in good form, as you mentioned. He's won his last 2. If he can get across, and wide's not the worst place to be on the all-weather because you miss all that kickback, but he's going well, and he's in good form at the moment as Startling Power. And Superior Boy, I mean, what do you do with him? He does work well normally, this horse, but he's still yet to win here in Hong Kong. The visor comes off, and he's had the 24 starts to date, but he always looks good. So, all right, we'll have another look at him then. Flying Lover is where we'll start. Finishing 4th here on the green stuff because he hasn't had a race on the all-weather as yet, but he is one of the pace angles. Yeah, he ran very well. One of your long shots, wasn't he, a few weeks ago, Andrew? One that you flagged up at a big price, and he got his own way out on the lead. Whether he'll get that this time round is open to debate, but it was a much improved performance. I think I'd want to have a look at him first on the all-weather before I get too excited, but this was certainly an improved effort. Yeah, and Matthew Poon will help with a little claim that he's got as well. And if he does get his own way, I don't know if he will, though. That's the question then. You know, he could be right in it. And Me Choi, we know he's pretty good with these dirt horses. Absolutely. That's Flying Lover then. Startling Power, well, he's been here and done it before a couple of times. His last 2 starts, he's won. But again, with some of these horses reopposing, they're getting double-figure turnarounds with him at the weights. Yeah, and plus he's got this wide draw. Look, but he's in good form, and he has one of high ratings. So I found a place for him on a minor line, but I think you'll find this a bit tougher. Yeah, I think that's right. He wasn't actually leading in his races earlier on this campaign, then suddenly he seemed to spring to life from the gates again, and he's run 2 very good races from the front, but I think this time round it's going to be a little bit more difficult for him. All right, OK, we've got a handful here coming out of this race as well. Elite Boy, who we know beyond speeds, and Goldie Flanker taking the opposite end here, because we know he'll get back and try and finish over the top of them. This is the thing, Goldie Flanker, if he gets a fast pace, we know he's got that withering burst. He gets really well back, well out of his ground, so you just got to take it on trust here. I think Elite Boy's going to get the best run in the race, however the race pans out. So I know he's been beaten favourite the last couple. Zach Purdon jumping aboard. I think this could be his race. Yep, I think with Jack Wong as well taking the £5 off on Goldie Flanker, I think that could help him too. He's got a nice pull with 1 or 2 others. All right, OK, those are 2 of the principles there. The first starter, Best Gift. He's obviously had his problems because he's a 5-year-old, so he's seeing the racecourse for the first time. Yeah, tendon issues. He's had some tendon injuries. He's 1,052, so he's not a big horse by any stretch of the imagination. He's had 2 trials, and I've got a big no written next to him, so I'd like to see him go round first. Yeah, he's been here a long time, hasn't he? And he's just had those 2 trials. So again, he's probably going to make him into a reasonable horse, but you want to see it first. All right, Alberto's saying it. Well, he's getting him home at any price at the moment, so don't write him off. No. But that is Best Gift. Elite Boy's our favourite again, Paul. Yeah, I think he'll get the best run. He'll get in just behind the pace here, and this will be his opportunity on the rail there. So I've got him on top. Goldie Flanker, if he does get the pace to suit, we know how good he is in the finish. He'll get back. He'll be the one running on over the top. Startling Power will be there for a long period. Elite Spirit's been running some consistent races, running his 3rds and his 4ths without winning, and I can see him doing something similar in this particular contest as well. So I am going 5, 6, 8 and 4, but look, if you've been stung by Elite Boy, maybe just go in and back him to win. Well, I have been stung by Elite Boy. I've still got him in because I think he's going to be there or thereabouts in the finish, but I think 1 or 2 might be able to overhaul him. And Goldie Flanker being one of those. He's actually £17 better off with Startling Power when you take in the fact that Startling Power's got up in the weights, and also Jack Wong takes off the £5 on Goldie Flanker. And I just think he's coming to the boil nicely now. There should be a strong pace.
and I think he can pick them all up. Elite Boy in there for second. Watch your Elites here. He's got Elite Spirit in for third. He's got a pretty solid record in this class of Class 4 Elite Spirit. He has bled, but he's been showing no signs of doing that this season. He's a bit of a veteran, but he's been going well. And I'm going to give Superior Boy a chance. If you go back to his last all-weather run, he wasn't beaten that far by Ugly Warrior when he was 3 wide most of the way. That form has worked out all right. He's by no means one to entrust your life savings to on a win line, but I think he's one to think about for exotics.
All right, we've all got the same cue, 6 and 5. Just notice though, best gift's $19.
It looks a little bit unders at this stage.
Yeah, I think they're missing a 0 off the end of it, probably, aren't they? But we will see. Keep an eye on that. All right, so that's race number 6 on the all-weather. The 7th will be on the all-weather as well. That's what we'll look at next.